What I'm driving today isn't upgraded yet. Apologies. Hold on, let me just fix that. But it's a rare occasion because it's an actually decent American car. One of my favourites, the Corvette. This one's the C7 version, and this is where Corvettes started getting really good. Because they became more European. Actually, no, they didn't. They just made it handle better, really. Which is definitely a Euro thing, handling. But it still came with a properly big V8. In the standard one, I think it was... 450, 500 horsepower? A lot. And then there was also the Stingray version. No, there was the Z06. This is the Stingray. I don't know Corvettes, to be honest. Right, this is the C7 Z06. It's basically a Cayman GTS rival. Which, it doesn't look like it on the face of it, because the Cayman's a sports car. This, I would say, is more along the lines of a supercar. Bit of a compliment to give an American car, but hopefully it'll live up to that. Now, I'm not sure if this is just the name of the C7 Corvette, or it's an optional package, but there is a version of the C7 Corvette called the Stingray, and this takes its inspiration from the 1960s Corvette C2, which I think there was a version of which called the Stingray, which I featured the badge of in my intro. I'm not the best on Corvettes, but I can just about tell a C6 from a C5 level. But what I do know is that Corvettes are to be respected. They are quite cheap, relatively, and offer quite a bit of bang for buck. I mean, this one's got a big 6.2 litre V8. I think it's called the LS6. I know people like to put this type of engine in Teslas, which, I won't laugh. Yes, I will. Don't you love to see something ecological, like a Tesla, with a big old 6.2 V8 in it to improve it. Anyway, the other reason I quite like them is because they can actually corner, supposedly. I mean, they even took the Corvette racing. The most recent of which there was a C8R, there was a C7R, and a C6 GT3. Oh boy, I love random combinations of letters and numbers that mean pretty much nothing if you don't know cars on a good level. Seriously, how the heck do people tell these things apart? Anyway, one thing that's interesting about this C7 Corvette is we've already got a C7 Corvette in the game. Yes, and for the simple reason of it being in the game first, this one gets the title of being the Little Red Corvette. This is the... No, it's not the Z06, it's the ZR1, which first came on the Corvette C4, and then I don't know if it was on the C5 and the C6. Seriously, I know nothing about Corvettes. I like them though. Especially like the C7 because it's got 4 exhausts. 4. And they're all in a straight line as well. I mean, the 4 exhaust itself may not seem that interesting, but the fact they're in a straight line barreled along the centre, that's pretty cool. So I think the big question here is this current C7 better than its older brother, the C7 ZR1? And I think price-wise, it's already early points to the C7. The base one. 67 grand to the ZR1's 200 grand, and to make it even harder to deal with, the C7 ZR1 is a tier 2 car, whereas the standard C7 is tier 1, which means that the upgrades are quite a bit more expensive. About double the price, I think. apart from tyres. So, money-wise, points to the C7 base. It's only 40 miles an hour slower as well. So you don't have to spend extra money to put it on show in your dealership. Which is a good thing. And it also seems it's more early points. Well, not early anymore, but it's more points to the C7. Well, in terms of likability anyway. I haven't driven the ZR1 extensively, I wouldn't be able to twin test it yet. But what I can tell you is that the new Corvette, it's very quick. I do like it. If you just drop back, I'll drop it a couple of gears. Oh, the gearbox is weird in this. But it does go very quickly. But the thing is, though, it's American, and America does not have any problems, and never has, making things go fast in a straight line. So let's see how well it does in the bends. Taking the twisty road. Nice road. Up to the airport. Let's see how well it does. Oh, for God's sake, I really wish my phone wouldn't do this, just fucking with everything. But let's see how it is on these twisties. Brakes are good. It does stop very well. Well, slow speeds, it turns well. I keep braking too early because the brakes are that good. Got to adjust your mindset for every car. Okay, slightly understeery. Just a hint, though. That means it's good chassis. There we go. Now I come in at the right speed. We can do it properly. Floor it up the straight. Lovely, glorious power. And brake here. I didn't turn at the right time. I can't multitask that well. Through the As I was saying, through the tunnel. Nice. So, slightly off-putting chassis-wise, but it is pretty good. Yeah. I'm liking this. It's good fun. Now, drifting. Traditionally, the fast Corvettes have always been quite tail-happy. However, this one doesn't seem to be. Why am I so pixely all of a sudden? But lift off in the middle of a corner, and the back end does come out properly. Like, look at this. There we go. No, that wasn't what I... Right, lift. Oh, sorry, I think I may end up just dropping the whole drifting segment from, Dealership Tycoon. Because the cars just don't drift properly in this game. They really need to get it sorted out. It's horrible. And I don't want to mark this car down just because of the game's bad physics engine. So, let's move on to the circuit lap. So, racing. Let's see. Well, they've made a racing version, and this isn't it, so I really don't know what to expect. Feel like it might be quite good. Would help if I wasn't lagging though, so we may have to just try not to mark it down for the lack of frame rate. Right, here we go, up the hill. Slightly wide on the exit, but managed to bring it back. That's the thing with this car, it does tend, in the corners, to run quite wide. Rock turn, lake turn, there we go, that was good. It's a happy chassis. Lift for the corner. Nicely along the apex. 35.71, and I reckon that could be so much better if I wasn't running with this potato. So, the verdict. If you want to spend about 70 grand on a Corvette, well, just spend 73 and get this one. It's 4 miles an hour quicker and it's more modern. just as quick as well. That's good enough for me. And whatever you do, don't get the ZR1, because cars at the bottom of their tier are usually totally and utter dog shit. They're just not good enough. So, thank you everyone for watching. See you tomorrow with the single ugliest car in the world. And on that bombshell, I'll just keep driving my little red Corvette.